Yeah,
Hey,
that's a bop, isn't it?
Wow.
hello.
Hello.
Howdy.
I almost
I
forgot.
I was
Hmm?
listening to Larry and the Kazoo's new jam. Did you get their new album?
No,
Oh my god,
no,
they're really blowing some mean kazoo.
really. Yeah.
That sounds great.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I just bopped to that little tune there. I don't know what it is. So,
Steve made it.
Hi,
Steve,
Steve.
are
How
you a
are ya?
grandfather now?
Wow.
Yeah, yes, I am.
Can you tell us
Congratulations.
about the ceremony you had to go through, or is it secret?
Well,
yay.
no, it was one where I had to sit down with my friend Jack.
Hmm.
Had a long talk about actually being the age to being called a grandfather.
I
Mm.
see.
Interesting.
Jack wound up doing most of this talking.
Okay.
Have you decided what you're going to be called? Is it Grandpa?
Well, I'm thinking probably the safest thing is I don't like. First of all, I don't like confusing kids. So if there's the other guy wants to be called Grandpa, that's fucking fine with me. You know, me, I'd settle for Mr. Mercarelli or Sir.
Yeah, those are good choices.
Lord Grandfather.
But I'm figuring that Mr. Mercarelli might be just a bit of a mouthful for the early years. So Sir,
So it works.
Sir works.
You know, in the new House of Dragons, they call them grandsire.
Grandsire.
Yeah,
That's fancy.
That's good.
that's pretty good, right?
Well, just sire would work for me.
That's for your father is sire.
I know that. I know.
Oh,
but
nice.
Yeah.
Gee, that's sire.
You have any apple cider? No, we're all out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
As long as the kid doesn't come up behind me and yell, "Hey, pops!"
Yeah.
Okay, boomer.
Yeah, I've been referred to indirectly as a boomer.
I've been referred to directly as a boomer.
As for some kid, he must be like maybe in his late 20s, early 30s, and he said, "Once you boomers cack, then we could all become communists." So, for you potential communists out there,
Nothing stopping you right now, kid.
allegedly
Florida.
we're standing in the way.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, the old guard. Yeah, but hey, the Gen Zers are doing us everybody a favor. I mean, hell, they just auto tuned "Hey Jude,"
Oh,
which
nice.
I think it's time.
Wow.
Now it can finally be successful, and it doesn't have to be the
That's
piece of
important
shit
work.
that it's been
Yeah.
for the last 50 years.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get on the Great Glacier in the sky now. I've seen it all.
Mm.
Like
It was
once you
unlistenable.
auto-tune Hey Jude, where do you go from there? And Gen Z, it's like there's no other generation after it. It's the last letter.
I was
Right.
just going to ask, was that Gen Z or Gen Alpha that did that?
And they're freestyling hip hop lyrics, "The Great Gig in the Sky," so that's cool too. It's no, they're not really, but that's only because it's more than a minute and a half long. Yeah. So,
At least
so you're a Gen Z person. Just have them refer to me. I'll have a chat with the guy myself.
Well, Danelle, are you a Gen Zer?
No, I'm
No
not that
way.
young. Just
No?
a millennial.
She's a millennial.
Okay. And Alex, I assume you're a millennial?
No, he's Gen X.
no, I think Gen X.
Yeah.
On the cusp of Gen X.
Oh, the cusp.
Yeah, that's why I'm not really doing anything with my life.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks,
Oh,
Dennis.
Dennis says you'll love being a grandfather.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that. I can't imagine. I mean, I don't think you'll hate it, but I don't know about love it.
Well,
It's a brand new morning.
Bob Cracky? Put the fiddles on, bitch.
Great.
I've got 3 naked women in my bed and my grandson coming over later. Can life be better?
So Actually, it's a shame he's not about 20. Instead, I'd have a built-in roadie.
Mhm.
Oh, there you
So
go.
the best
Then,
kind.
then but now not so much.
Well, you'll have
No.
to play with your band for at least 20 more years just to make that happen.
Oh yeah, that's. I'm sure. I'm sure people will be listening to Pink Floyd 20. Well, I mean, if we're still going, I'll be listening.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that.
There he goes. I'm sorry. Whew. Boy.
Well, that
So,
was.
so I mean, I don't want to dwell on it, but what's the freaking kid's name anyway?
Yes, his name is Anyway.
Well,
What kind of a kid is
there's an interesting story to his father.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, his mother and I naturally we agreed on few things, and one of them was his name.
Mm-hmm.
You see, coming from a real like just about off the boat Italian family, my grandfather's name was Nick,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and my father's side of the family alone, he had 13 brothers and sisters. So I have first cousins I've never even met.
And they're all named Nick.
And
I
yeah,
was waiting for that, Barry.
name's Nick. You know, at a wedding, if you're at a wedding on that side of the family, somebody yells, "Hey, Nick," half the room stands up.
I thought it was all either Maria or Paulie.
No, this is Nick. So I didn't want to name him Nick.
Yeah.
Okay. But try and find a name that goes well with Mercarelli. Good, we've got another 50 minutes.
Chocolate pudding.
Pretty much any name goes well with Mercarelli.
Yeah, like Virgo Mercarelli.
Tom Mercarelli is a
I was just
perfectly
thinking
good name.
Tom goes well with Mercury.
Tom.
The only one I can think of that
I
doesn't
wouldn't name a
go
kid
well-
Tom, but that's what would work.
Well,
The only
I
one that
couldn't
doesn't
think
go
of-
well is Steve.
I couldn't think of one,
Steve.
and I sure as hell wouldn't name him after you. So
No, I don't. I wouldn't name a kid Tom. It's a horrible name for a
I
kid.
just teasing.
No, it's not a good name. I don't like it. I never liked it.
Well, I was never crazy about Steve, but since I couldn't think of anything else, I was just like, well, name
So-
Steve.
So what
Oh,
did
for
what
3
did the little
days.
sucker wind up being named?
Oh, Nick.
No.
It's a good
Big round
name.
of applause. Big round of applause.
You know, it's a Jewish tradition that you can't name a kid after a living relative.
That's a Jewish thing. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know why that is?
Because it's why?
Because they don't want to get each other's bills.
No, because when the angel
There it is.
What a great time for Barry's internet to crash out.
There we go.
There he is.
Close
Say it again.
point.
Say it again. Now you're back.
Well, you see, back in the old days when the angel of
internet.
death would come and take the person away, you didn't want them to
Take the kid.
take the kid by mistake because they had the same name. Because
Mm-hmm.
really, the angel of death only goes by the first name and the social security number.
Hey, is this 9? I'm looking for Frank 0419.
Now, is this angel of death the same angel of death that all of us have, or
Yes.
is he a Jewish one? Can you have a Jewish angel? Is that?
Yeah,
I-
that's
I'm
kind of where it
asking you-
started. That's kind of where it started. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So instead of naming the kid, I mean, if your grandfather's name is Al,
Mordecai. Oh,
and you want to honor your grandfather, you name him something that starts with the letter A, but it can't be Al.
right.
Uh,
Like, how about Arbavite?
So there are very few juniors.
Right.
I've never heard of a Jewish junior.
No, they don't do it.
No.
I haven't either.
So,
Or
if somebody in your family had a name that you really wanted to name your kids, you'd have to knock them off first.
Yes. Yes, you do. Mhm.
Well, yeah.
Look, I know this one's named Benjamin, but the next one is going to be so much better with everything that we learned from this one.
Yeah, with all the Benjamin technology that's come along.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, funny. Oddly enough, Nick's son's name is Benny.
Nick already has a son.
Oh,
I thought he was
the
born.
grandchild has a son. Wow.
No, Nick, my son. Named
Is Too many
kid,
Nicks.
Benny.
Oh,
Oh,
What?
I thought
I-
the grandson's
I
name was
thought you
Nick.
said his name was Nick. I
I
know
thought
your
your
son's
grandson
name.
Benny had
Oh,
a,
I
had a
know
kid
that.
named Nick.
That story was about my son. You guys must have missed that incidental.
Yeah. So
Yeah, totally.
yeah,
Nick-
you must have
Nick-
missed where I said, "What's your grandkid's name?"
You know, that's how it started.
Yeah, we don't
13
care
minutes
about your
ago.
son. I don't care about your son really.
Talk
He
about
went by
conversation.
Boy Mercarelli for 3 days.
He's old news.
So his name is Benjamin.
No, Bennett.
Oh,
Bennett.
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 Bennett Marcelli.
Bennett Henry.
It's short for
Bennett.
Nick, right?
Yeah,
Bennett.
synonymous with Nick.
Yeah. Okay.
Bennett.
Okay.
Not a really Italian name.
What?
It's not a very Italian name.
Well, he's 3/4. Well, he's at least half Irish, and
It's
I
gotta-
don't know what else is.
It's not really Irish, is it?
No, it's just
Oh, Waspy.
Waspy.
you're 30, yeah, you're
Jesus.
33. You're 33 years old. You name your kid Bennett.
Right.
Jeez, Danelle, he just became a grandfather. Give him grief, you know?
I mean, you giving me shit for a name I didn't pick?
Yeah, seriously. I mean,
No,
Well,
because
the name you did pick apparently wasn't the name you even wanted.
all I know is he's
No,
gonna,
I wouldn't even think of picking his name. I couldn't even pick my son's name. That was the whole
no.
point.
If somebody asked me to pick,
You know,
Can you pick your son's nose?
Ah,
I
I
had.
couldn't think of it.
that was predicted by Nostradamus. I think.
No,
Oh, you're too silly.
Oh.
we need another prophecy. This one's got a hair in it.
Nobody's going to chime in. That's not funny.
What?
Never mind.
And I think Bennett
If
is.
you're not going to say it, I'm not. At least again.
Okay. If I had to say what's not funny, my throat would be sore by the end of it.
Hey, Alex, why is your hairless cat coming out of the frame?
Oh, Snickers. He's just having a good day. Get out of here, buddy. He pops in every now and then, you know?
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Just
like
wants to see what's
restless
going
cat
on.
He
syndrome.
was doing.
Oh, happy National Mail Order Catalog Day.
Oh,
It has
I
nothing
was
to do with
hoping you'd
cats.
bring it up.
I almost forgot.
Wow.
Steve, did you get a cat in the mail?
A cat in the mail?
Mail order cat.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what the cat had to do with the mail order.
Catalog.
Oh,
Mail
it's
order
on
catalog.
There we go.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's also National Ice Cream Pie Day.
Oh, wow.
Pie?
Yep.
Good.
For you sophisticated people, it's although I could just skip right over that one.
We won't get it.
It's National Pinot Noir Day.
Oh, I'm a big
Oh,
fan of film noir.
Yeah, me
Pinot
too.
Noir is the best.
I'm not
It's,
drinking any damn Merlot.
It's a little person who plays an Italian detective, Pinot.
Pinot.
I don't know, the only one I like is film.
Look at your gams, doll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's National Fajita Day.
Oh,
Fajita.
nice.
It's pronounced
Nice.
vagina.
It's pronounced what?
Vagina.
I'm sure.
Ah.
I've been to
What
Mexico.
do you- Larry wanted to be a gynecologist when he was younger.
Okay. Oh,
I actually saw a sign today that said like leave the fajitas alone, but it was spelled FA apostrophe HEA apostrophe TEA.
Wow.
And that's who's running for school president.
No. It was in a Facebook group.
Benny Fajita.
Or Bennett.
Bennett. Yeah.
Well, Bradenton, everything's spelled phonetically.
No. This was on Facebook.
Oh, Facebook.
Bennett, isn't that like an auto supply place?
What?
Bennett Auto Supplies?
Not anymore.
No.
There was. There
It
was one
was.
down here. Yes.
Oh,
We
really?
only have O'Reilly's over here.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, who
Bennett,
wants to buy
no,
auto
O'Reilly's.
repair parts from an Irishman? Come on.
That's what
What do
it's-
you, what do you mean?
It's a fit on any fucking car you got.
Metric, non-metric, it's all the same.
Doesn't anybody walk anymore?
I think everybody flies these days.
They do fly. You know what?
The thing that bothers me about flying is like the change in the cabin pressure and the altitude and all that stuff.
The density of the air, right?
That's what. Yeah, the density. That's a good way to sum it up, Tom.
Well,
I wish there was a way that I
fret
had an
no more.
opportunity to learn about it. So it
Fret
got me
no
past.
more.
I think density is how they would judge our IQs by.
Yeah, no, that's more destiny. Just move those. Yeah, fret no more, son.
All right.
All right. But you want to see a thing?
Oh yeah, I thought we
Oh,
were.
okay.
I thought it was gonna
We'll
be
do
a
it
Talking
again.
thing.
about this? Yeah,
Yeah.
there we go.
You're not in frame. Wow.
Oh, it's the Federal Aviation, otherwise known as.
This year, it's planned that 9 people will fly.
I thought that said density attitude.
And so our story begins.
Oh, and so
Well, what do you think?
Oh,
That what?
I thought you
Our
had
new
a
airplane.
car.
What else?
what the hell is she wearing?
Got much more room, even with all the
That's some
equipment.
sort of a
Yeah.
stealth.
Gone.
You know, we're carrying 3 times
Her helmet.
and we're just up to gross weight for this baby.
Maybe that's his name, Helmut.
A common assumption made by many experienced pilots, but wrong.
oh,
You see,
Oh.
although Harry
Right
has
off
made
the
every
bat.
effort not to
Into the
exceed
drink
gross
with you.
weight specified by the manufacturer, he has forgotten to take into account the fact that the performance figures for his aircraft are based on standard conditions at sea level.
and he made the Kessel run in only 2
Yeah,
parsecs.
I can tell
Wow.
you the plane that is.
92 miles per hour.
That's a Bonanza.
Takeoff. Ground run.
All right,
of
The ones that had the V
700 feet near a
wings.
50-foot obstacle at the end of runway. Rate of climb 1,200 feet per minute.
Oh, get rid of her.
Just
End
open
of
the window
runway
and
at
push
sea
her
level.
out.
Really?
Absolute ceiling 20,000 feet.
I guess that must be a lot of clouds
Like that,
behind
we
him.
can fly
instead of
anywhere.
like a blank
But
white
such is
sheet.
not the case.
Where's the angel of death?
It's true
when you need
enough.
him?
Flying
Yeah,
over
right.
a state like Louisiana, which is at sea level,
Yeah.
at that
You know, one of
altitude,
those
the
states.
performance figures quoted will generally hold up.
Ah,
However,
don't see
taking
the-
off and
I don't see the
landing at
camera
airports
hanging on the
located
front
at
of the plane.
varying elevations above sea level will produce a very different set of conditions. Harry's landing a little fast but routine.
Hi.
what's his name? Ari?
Hello, Captain Marlowe. I'm with Continental
Doesn't
Airlines.
sound like
I'm Harry
Harry.
Bliss. This is my wife,
Harry.
Lois.
Harry.
Hi, Harry.
That's right. Wife
Boy, this
Lois.
certainly is a beautiful
Are
Harry.
we
place.
moving your plane so we can
His wife
Mind
fly?
if I look around? Oh, go right ahead, Captain.
Take a look.
Yeah, the drugs are in the back seat.
Of course, it isn't as big and elaborate as the one she flies, but she has everything in an aircraft I've ever wanted. I see you folks are from New Orleans. Where are you headed? We're on a photographic
Anywhere
assignment.
but New
Cover the
Orleans.
West.
Anywhere.
First time in the high country?
Someplace I can get her hair.
Isn't it, honey?
Uh-huh.
But we sure love the scenery.
Mm-hmm.
How did you
Who
play
won the
perform at this
1965
altitude
World
with a full
Series?
load?
What
We'll have
is
a ceiling of
that
20,000
serious?
feet and enough power to take us anywhere we want to go. Maybe so. But I find, under the right set of circumstances, the air can be mighty tricky. Even with a big
Oh,
jet
shut
I
up.
fly.
You're just a corporate stooge trying
What
to
is
hog
air
you.
anyway?
Come on, it's everybody's hair.
You just
Air
use
is
the
unique.
hot
Takeoff
air.
from Denver, apparently routine. A little long, perhaps. But Harry didn't notice it on this unusually cool day.
Because the
One
density
cubic
was
foot of
less.
warm air is less dense than a cubic foot of cold air. Oh, I'm reading Private Pilot's Handbook of Aeronautical
Oh,
Knowledge.
for God's sake, Lois.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Listen
yeah,
to
I'm
this.
listening. Yeah, there's something about
In
air.
Denver on a cold day,
I guess she
small
couldn't
planes
find the
take off
Masters
with a
and Johnson
1,000-foot
guy.
run. Whereas on a hot day, the air may be so
This
thin
is why
that the
Danielle
plane is
Steele
unable to
started
reach the
writing
ground
books.
within the space of the available runway. Well, how come?
I thought it was
That's the
Jack
altitude.
walking.
Harry's next stop, Gunnison, Colorado. Elevation
Oh dear.
7,767 feet above sea level.
He's coming for you.
Temperature 46 degrees, unusually cold for summer.
You know, it's unusually cold for summer.
Yeah, 46 degrees isn't usually cold here. Shut up!
Leadville Airport, the highest
There's snow on the
altitude
mountain.
in the United States.
Leadville.
Where's the airport?
It's over on this side. There, see it?
Oh, I see.
Elevation 9,927 feet. Length of runway 4,800 feet. Temperature cold, 40 degrees. The wind very light, from the north at 5 knots.
Favorite animal?
And with
Monkey.
conditions such as they are, Harry makes it without any
It's
trouble.
export led.
The next leg of the journey,
Whoa.
Miami Valley, Utah.
Wow.
You know, one of
Really?
these legs, Harry's going to get fucked.
I can't wait to get
No,
down there and
no.
get started. Everywhere you look, there's a picture.
Look at
Harry,
that.
watch out!
Boy, this is great. We can get 1 million pictures here.
Yeah.
A
Yeah,
million, Larry? We didn't bring that
Okay.
much film.
22.
Oh, the funny thing,
Excuse me, can we get the hungry children out of the frame?
Here they are.
I half expect to see John Wayne come riding out of there.
5.
Howdy, Pilgrim.
Probably where they
Hey.
filmed
What
both
the
of
world
those
is
movies.
that?
Pilgrim, you're using a Panaflex
Honey,
lens?
you remember that old Indian pottery we saw at the museum?
See?
Well, I found some.
Are you kidding? It must weigh a ton. We can't carry that
Did he
extra
steal
weight.
it from an archaeological
Sure we
site?
can. I
Stole
figured
it from
we'd use enough fuel
that
to allow
family
for
of
the
Indians.
extra weight.
That's it.
Oh, no.
Oh, nice
Oh
job.
no! That's what happened.
It was an ancient
Steal
curse.
stuff.
lousy luck.
Bobby!
There it is.
Looks kind of small,
Bobby!
doesn't it?
Cindy!
Harry's never been so
That's Grand-
eager
Grand
to land
Canyon.
anywhere before.
It's gonna crash.
As usual, his approach, high and fast. This time, newspaper. Altitude, 9,100
And
feet.
fast.
Temperature in the high 70s.
All 2. The count is 2 and 1.
The 1,800 feet of runway quickly pass under him.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Harry!
Harry,
let's get out
Harry,
of here.
we're gonna die. We're
Where's he
all
now?
gonna die. Both of us.
With full power on, his rate of climb barely 350 feet per minute.
Oh no. Because it is the side of the mountain.
You're telling me what you need. I'm telling you what we got.
You know, in order to take off, a
You'll
plane must produce
crash into an entire
And
village,
produce them.
Larry.
It must have a certain forward flying speed.
That's why they
or
put me
have
in
the
this
wind
cell.
blowing against it.
Because I know these
I'm
things.
with you.
The propeller must produce its proper pull or thrust, and the power developed must be sufficient to turn the propeller the desired number of revolutions.
Where was this guy when I was learning
Now,
to
as
fly?
you probably
Man,
know,
this guy can make
the
a spinning
performance
propeller
specifications
boring.
for most small
His name
planes
isn't
are
Nick.
based on standard conditions at sea level, as indicated.
Look, we have
in
a
the flight
suitcase full of money. Can we
I
just buy
get
the
it.
plane?
What you're saying is, under the temperature and elevation, or the conditions that existed, I couldn't expect my plane to perform as I was trying to get it to do.
That's right. There's nothing wrong with
Also,
your plane.
short sleeves.
The manufacturer built in a certain performance, and you can't expect more from any plane than the manufacturer designed it for.
Oh,
That's where I goofed.
I got the wrong
When
plane.
you have a high
He wasn't listening to
temperature
Lois.
and a high elevation and
And
a
a
low
high
pressure
fever.
system over the area and maybe a
A
little
high
moisture,
colonic.
you have all the variables that make
high
up
karate.
the altitude.
He's talking about variables.
And a low IQ.
Temperature, pressure,
Hey, can we get that
altitude,
iced tea
and
you
moisture make
promised?
up density altitude. Your computer will help you determine it, regardless of your altitude.
What's a density
You
altitude?
know, we're lucky. If
What's a
conditions
computer?
had been other than what they were at all of our other stops,
We'd be dead by
oh,
now.
boy, we'd have
Talking to
been in
this
real
guy.
trouble.
That's right. Never let the performance you get from your plane when the temperature is below standard
Wait,
lull you into a false
we-
sense of security.
Never let your standard
out for those
performance
warm
lull
days
you
when they
into
come
a
around.
plane.
Sorry,
Wait,
lol.
Your density
What's lull
altitude
mean?
To be sure of your actual performance.
But if you have to take off and climb
Why is
from
she in
a field
orange
with high
jumpsuit?
temperature and
are you going to be flying the plane? Are you going to be flying the plane,
Or
Lois?
super early in the morning or late in the afternoon when the air cools.
I still want to hear about his
Wait
computer.
to
Does
try
he
to
have like a
take off
mainframe
or
in
land
that
or climb
thing?
between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. The situation grows more critical.
I gotta go. I gotta
You know, it's
break
even
into a
possible
Democratic
for you to
National
run into a
Convention
condition
office
where the
somewhere.
density altitude is higher
I've
than
got to
the ceiling
go.
of
A
your
plane is
aircraft.
going to be landing on my hair
That's what the
soon.
helicopter pilot was trying to tell me. Well, I'll be.
I'll be.
Monkey's uncle.
Something. I'd still like to go after those golden trout.
Oh, who wouldn't want them
Wow.
golden trout?
For sure, I
Golden,
fly
golden
regularly.
trout.
I have a contract with the Forest Service to take their men and supplies up there several times a week.
Would you
Ah,
take us? I'd be glad to pay you.
That won't be necessary. I've been wanting to go fishing up there myself.
oh my God! A friend.
What
We have
type
a
of plane do
friend.
you
Oh my
fly?
God, this is
Well,
great.
come on, I'll show you.
What, do you have a plane like mine? No, I don't have a decent plane.
This is fun. We have a friend and everything.
I got a friend in high places, it looks like.
She is. You must be kidding. After what we went through in our new one?
Well, yes, I guess maybe I am. However, I flew this bird in there for 20 years. She's my pride and joy.
Well, she's a beauty.
Okay, no offense. Look, so I can see how it should be done. Will you fly us in there in our Bonanza?
Okay. Like I said before, your plane is just fine. Once you get to know the ins and outs of mountain flying, you'll be able to make tunnel meadows yourself. Now, I suggest that we leave the first thing in the morning and be sure to pack a good lunch. We may have to wait around a bit for the temperature to cool off before we take off again.
Temperatures.
Yeah.
Say,
Oh, and
We'll take off when it's hot.
don't take on any more fuel, and let's get rid of some of that baggage.
sure thing.
Yeah. I'll ditch the
Yeah,
wife.
honey, you'll have to stay.
Nah, me too.
Hey, only I can call my wife baggage.
You take the blonde, I'll take the one in the turban.
Sure is easy when you know how.
Yeah. When you're flying an area that you're not familiar with, it always pays to
Oh,
take
can
along
we
an
stop
experienced
talking about
pilot
airplane stuff?
least
We're out
once
fishing now.
before you try it yourself, especially in mountain country.
What about flying
Well, I
fish?
guess I just got a little overconfident.
Hey, you guys get bears
Not
here?
at all. A lot of pilots make the same mistakes, especially regarding density altitude.
Right.
They seem to feel it's something that only happens to the other guy.
Uh-oh.
How do you catch so many fish? Well, it's the density
Oh, no.
altitude of the
Stuck.
water.
Head here at this hour.
Oh,
Here comes the Gen Zer.
Yep.
Ooh, that was close. That was some Harrison Ford shit.
Get off of my plane.
And when I finally got it on the ground, the only thing I could think to do was to keep it on the ground and brake to a stop. Well, you were lucky this time. Density altitude didn't get you.
Yeah, density
What's
altitude
density
gets
altitude?
everybody eventually.
Well, the temperature
Yep.
well, it's up normal.
My mother was killed by density altitude.
Hey, do you want to fish with us?
Density altitude that was this big.
This has been Density Altitude, brought to you by Flag Film and Delta Airlines.
got a little science lesson there. Physics.
And
Yeah.
Wow.
1966. That's how you flew.
wow. Now that was informative.
That was.
Nothing
It's
but.
so relatable, too, because everybody flies their own plane, you know?
Yeah.
Well,
In the
if you have Flight Simulator, you do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I never had to worry about density altitude flying Flight Simulator. It did it for me.
Did it? Yeah. Well, this
I
is
didn't crash very often.
Mm-hmm.
Completed
Something
several
about-
missions.
If you look out the left side of the plane, you'll see some density altitude. We passed it. That was density altitude.
Yes. Well, I mean that was better than I thought it would be. I mean,
I was riveted.
It was about
Nobody
it was
died.
about exactly what I expected it to be.
It just gives me a glimpse into that world of private aviation, you know,
And fishing.
and fishing.
Oh, yeah. That world.
Fishing.
It reminds me of that movie, A River Once Flew Through It or something.
Yeah.
A river flew through it.
Up yours, River. I think it was the name of it.
Up yours.
There ain't nothing like fishing and flying, son.
A river flew through it. Streaming on Netflix.
I fished the
That is-
Kessel Run in 12 parsecs.
Hey, we got to pay for this show.
Oh, okay.
Marcy had a problem.
It was embarrassing.
Marcy had a dirty little secret.
I was dirty. I needed to do something.
Marcy found Outre.
I found Outre.
Outre. It sounds French.
It sounded French, and I liked that.
It sounds French, but it's not. It's absolutely not French.
But it's not really French, which is good because I'm American. And you know what those French people are like.
It's really not French. It's soap. Just a bar of soap.
It was everything I needed.
And yes, We do know what those French people are like.
I was filthy. There was dirt all over my skin.
You can't trust them. The waiters spit in your food, and one of them tried to seduce my wife.
I don't know how I got that filthy. My family, my friends, they could tell. They tried to be polite.
Polite? They're rude. The French are rude.
But the grime was all over my body.
It was all over her body.
I tried rubbing it off. Then I tried cold water. Then fruit. Nothing worked.
Nothing worked. Like the French, all they do is take vacations and sit in cafes smoking cigarettes, flirting with my wife.
I even tried a boiled egg. But nothing worked until I found Outre.
Marcy tried soap.
I combined it with water, just like it said on the box, and the grime just melted away. It changed my life. And I liked the mocha almond scent. It didn't taste like mocha almond, though, but it was still pretty good.
Please don't eat the Outre. It's not real mocha almond. It's really just soap. Don't eat it. Unless you're French. Those people eat snails and frogs' legs, for God's sake.
I know I'll never be the same. It's a whole new me, inside and out.
It's not really French. It's not really mocha almond. It's just soap. You wash with it. That's all.
I'll never go back to Irish Spring again.
Don't even get me started on the Irish.
Outre.
Outre.
Got to get that soap.
That's good. We make good money off that.
We certainly should have.
We should have
Should.
made a few francs.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I had a few francs.
Any Bennett's?
Franks and Bennett's.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
You know, I was
beignets.
I was sitting back paying particular attention to the quality of the sound bed in that commercial. In that spot was quite well done.
Hey Tom, was Steve this blurry when he was growing up?
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
I
Don't worry
just
about
noticed that too.
Yeah. It
Does
goes
the blur
away.
go away?
It goes away.
It comes and goes. Yeah.
Yeah. You just hit the windshield washer thing.
The funny thing is, he's right.
So one thing I wanted to do is another just sort of impromptu episode of Let's Ask Alex.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Any questions for Alex? You know, about where he is and what's going on, or anything at all.
Well, where is he?
What?
I said, where is he?
Oh, I'm sorry. He's right there.
I'm here.
Steve was asking Alex where he is.
Oh,
That was
I'm here.
okay. Okay, that's
I'm in
got?
Washington.
Alex, where are you? What state?
Idaho.
I
I
am
think
in
he's in
this-
Idaho.
The
I have a
great.
question.
I'm in
Oregon.
the Cornhusky state of Washington.
You're in Washington?
Yep,
They have
Oh,
corn huskies instead of Siberian huskies.
it's all out here. They're all just waiting for me.
is that where George Washington's from?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. He's on every single highway sign out here.
Most of the dollar bills.
Yes, it's the silhouette of George Washington.
Oh, did you know that Oregon's residents own about a quarter of the country's total llama population?
We do. That's actually a big issue out here because we're trying to get some of that llama population back in Washington.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
Are you importing them?
like in the early 2000s, there was a big llama theft ring going on.
Yeah.
Are
I
they
heard
Tibetan?
that there's a campaign out there. You llama.
Are they Buddhist monks?
It's funny, man. It's out here. there's a bunch of like QAnon signs out in the farming areas.
Yeah.
Really?
What do they say?
They're like they're all like initials like WWG1 WGA. I guess it stands for where we go one, we go all. But that's all around there. And then there's like Christian nationalist flags I've seen out here and stuff. Totally trippy.
Is there any WWJD signs? You start with WW, and I was like, that's the only thing right now.
Alex?
Yeah.
Did you know that Springfield, Oregon is the real-life inspiration of Homer Simpson's town?
I did know that. There's a Springfield in Washington also.
Oh, really?
That is replicating the Springfield in Oregon to try to take that back too.
So have you ever like traveled up to Washington from Oregon?
No, I just stay right here in Idaho.
Idaho, Oregon?
Mm-hmm.
Or Idaho, Alaska?
Idaho, Oregon, near Baltimore,
Idaho,
Alaska.
Oregon, where the couch potato was invented.
Yep.
Have you been to Mount Hood yet?
No, I don't.
Have you mounted your hood yet?
I don't go anywhere where anybody's face is not showing.
Okay.
Good policy.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know Portland was named by coin flip?
What is that?
Portland was named by a coin flip.
Yep. The heads, it was going to be named Albertsville. Tails, it was going to be named Marshville. It landed right on the edge. And somebody said Portland.
Interesting.
But false.
Informative.
Yeah, 100%.
Ada Lovejoy and actual Francis Pettigrew couldn't figure out what to name it. They flipped the coin. Best out of 3.
Yep, landed right on its edge. And some dude in the back said Portland. All right, Smitty.
Didn't you say a couple of weeks ago you were an expert on things Oregon?
Oh, I'm giving you all the truth right here. All the
That's
knowledge.
the only reason that we do. Let's ask Alex. I mean, come on.
But you haven't answered one of my questions correctly yet, and they've all been about Oregon.
Well, they're all like.
I'm I don't know whether I'm confused or flummoxed.
No, I just think there's an alternate set of history and facts that you're not taking into account. And those are the ones I make up.
Right. That's what QAnon's all about. Right. You know, it sounds like you're in over your head, and you know who else is in over his head?
Diver Dan.
Diver Dan. Diver Dan's in over his head.
Nice.
Right. There he is.
Hey, I'm still under here.
The sights that he sees are surprising and stranger than ever you'll see on the land.
You know, they never have lobster in Diver Dan.
They should, though.
I know.
A strange fish is found in the ocean. Its head in the sand, and it makes not a motion.
Oh.
Does it mean danger, or is it a friend? Just watch our tale until the end.
Oh, what is
it?
it? Oh, no! Oh, it's a torpedo fish.
Oh, wow.
That's...
Well, Georgie, Diver Dan will be coming down in a few minutes.
Good.
That blows.
Miss Minerva told me to tell him. Hey, what's that? What's
Oh,
what?
those look like my blasting
There.
caps.
It's a fish, I think. But a strange one.
It's an unexploded
Strange, I'll
ordnance
say.
fish.
Never saw one quite like it. Hello, stranger. This is Georgie, and I'm Finley.
We're
He doesn't
idiots.
answer. Not very sociable, is he?
Get it?
Not
Georgie's a
exactly.
porgy.
Well, no wonder.
What is it, Finley?
The poor fish is stuck. His nose is stuck in the sand.
Well,
That was an ancient artifact.
Maybe we can pull him loose.
Yes.
Let's
Oh, I bet this happened to a lot of fish.
The Peloponnesian Wars, I guess.
Yep.
No luck, Finley. Just can't get
That
a
looks
good
like an
grip.
ancient Greek torpedo.
It does.
I'm rooting for the torpedo here.
Oh, my.
Let's get this over
Yes,
with.
but maybe our friend here will last that.
Blow up everything.
Blow it
Start
up
fresh.
real
Try
good.
again. Maybe I can get a better grip here.
I just
Call
cut the
Diver
green
Dan. It's
wire.
this show.
Yeah, I thought you were going to call Diver Dan.
I don't know.
It's ticking.
Hey, listen.
He's starting to talk.
Well,
There's
sure
a
enough.
TikTok.
Well, he's still stuck.
And I never heard
That was
talk
a bomb,
like that
not a
before.
torpedo.
Must be a foreigner.
Looks like we're gonna have
You better go
fried
tell
fish.
Mr.
Well, Billy, be
Gotta
right
get
back.
MacGruber down here.
Gordon's
Take
Fisherman
it easy, friend.
presents
You can't talk
Diver
with your head
Dan.
stuck in the sand and
They're about to learn about
can't
density and
understand anything
altitude.
you're saying. Save
Shit.
your strength or you might burst yourself.
Doesn't say much, but he's got rhythm.
Miss Minerva will send help.
He's freestyling.
He's got
Tell you,
rhythm.
Miss Minerva, that was the most exciting battle.
Oh, Sergeant Major, even if your stories aren't all true, I like to hear about your adventures.
Well, that was that time I captured a
Not the
$1,000
same mermaid?
Yeah.
Miss Minerva, Miss Minerva.
Is something wrong, Georgie?
A strange new fish, Miss Minerva. He has all his fins at his tail, and he's stuck in the sand.
Yeah.
Stuck in the sand?
Like I am.
Yes, and he's talking a strange foreign language.
A foreign language? Oh, Georgie, I want you to meet the Sergeant Major.
Sergeant Major Fish at your service, sir.
Oh, hi, sir.
The sergeant is from the 7 seas, and he knows many languages.
From the bays of Montezuma.
Oh, here we
Yes,
go.
sir. No more.
Oh, great.
Sir,
You can't even
Sergeant,
keep a
we
key.
can take a look.
Where's that bomb?
My pleasure, man.
Is she
Family
stuck
will keep
in the
him calm
sand?
until we
She,
get there.
she never goes anywhere.
Like she can't get out. That's what it is.
He has no legs.
Her arm is like in there. Captive.
Say, how does she wash? But, I mean, she's basically in the water. So.
Yeah, she's in the water all the time. More like how does she dry?
Not really.
How does she procreate?
Well, yeah, that's always the thing.
It's like seedless watermelon.
Yep. Up to what, sir?
Sorry we injured your tail trying to pull you loose.
We're just trying to help you.
A new fish. Yeah, boy. Somehow I will contrive to make this another opportunity.
Contrive?
Cause trouble.
Where's Diver Dan?
There's already problems. You don't have to cause more.
Baron Chowderhead.
He already blew up.
Baron Chowderhead.
Patience, friend. Minerva is sending help, and Diver Dan will be here soon.
Really?
Curses that diver is coming. We must keep out of sight. If you see him coming, Trigger, call me immediately.
Call me immediately.
Hi, Finley. Did we make it back in time?
Oh, I think so. He's still talking.
Great. Oh, this is Sergeant Major Fish.
Hi, Sergeant.
The sergeant knows many languages.
You think the sergeant would like speak up by
good.
now?
Maybe you can tell what this strange fish
Maybe he
is
doesn't speak Bong.
Naturally, sir. Well, what?
A talking fish, please. Where's Diver Dan?
What's the matter?
Will he bite?
That, gentleman, is no fish. It's something from the world above. And you'd be better off if you have no part of it.
From the world above?
Dan will know what it is. Oh, here he comes.
Hey guys, I dropped my torpedo earlier. If you find it.
Hi there, boys. You look frightened. Is that
a torpedo in your pants,
causing
or-
trouble again?
I thought this show
no,
was a
Diver
bomb
Dan.
till I saw that thing.
Look at that.
Oh.
Oh, Finley, it's a bomb. A bomb, and it's ticking. Stand back. It's going to explode.
A bomb that's primed and ready to blow. Indeed, this is a frightening foe.
Oh, this is a
Dan
shitty
must
place
find
to
a
end it.
solution
Come
at
on.
last,
Really?
or this adventure may be his last.
That's it?
God.
that's a cliffhanger.
Oh no! Now we have to come back.
Lewis Calvin, you are a genius.
That's where you'll find Diver Dan.
Okay.
Frank Frieda was Diver Dan.
Good for
For Frank.
He probably still gets all that Diver Dan money from Prime.
Oh yeah, do you know the residuals on that?
Oh,
No.
dude, it's got to be ridiculous.
They were syndicated in 4 countries.
What was it?
Wow.
Was this one of them?
No.
Okay.
What were the 4 countries?
Let me see. Tierra del Fuego.
Mm-hmm.
Latvia.
Another country.
Fishville.
Yeah.
The
Grand
Atlantic
Cayman.
Ocean.
And Toledo.
They tried to syndicate it in Alaska, but unfortunately the air density was just too high.
What's that altitude density again?
Yeah.
Oh man, Diver Dan's in some shit. I don't know how he's gonna get out of this one.
Just leave and
I'm all stressed
let
out.
Minerva blow
It's
up.
another week of being riddled with anxiety. I'm like, is Diver Dan gonna just sit there and just let all his fish friends die? Like he's not even trying to defuse it. He's just like, get back, you know?
Yo say.
Mm-hmm.
Go visit that cafe, the bikini cafe, then you'll forget about it. Take off the stress.
Yeah. I don't know. You can kind of, you can't really forget Diver Dan.
No.
Oh, no.
Not with a cliffhanger like that.
No.
I'm just waiting for the episode where Minerva actually does anything. But,
Get her arm unstuck from that sand.
When Minerva finally teams up with Baron Barracuda.
Yeah.
I thought the movies that they spun off were better.
Oh, dude, the phase 5 of the whole Diver Dan series, I dropped out.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm done after that.
Conquest of Dave Dive.
I think she did porn after this.
I think she's doing it now.
Yeah, I think this is it. Right.
I saw one of her movies, Diver Down.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
That's a goodie.
That was a good one.
So, being the
all my ballast.
being the sentimental guy that I am, I know how much we loved. How much would you pay to not watch? How much would you pay for?
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh no.
But this week is the last of the melons. It's the last one. It's melons. Can't live with them. Can't live without them.
Oh,
is it a funeral for the melons?
Not really a funeral, but first we're going to take a look back at melons from the past.
Or like a celebration of freshness.
Celebration of melons?
Celebration of freshness.
Celebration of the melons we've come to know. Yes. So I think that's only fitting.
Oh, I like this.
I'm getting teary-eyed already. I don't know.
Yeah, it's the music.
Oh,
wow.
That was our first one.
That was the first one.
Yeah. That's him. That's the guy.
I remember looking at all the dents.
This was an impressive one.
Oh yeah.
I remember
that was
this
the white
This is
melon.
I got you guys on that one. That was it. I got you on this one too.
Yeah, they're not limes.
They're not limes.
They're not limes.
It's not bananas.
It's a lemon, which is an anagram of melon. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
wow. This looks a little trippy.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's something. Oh,
beautiful.
Dude. I remember that one.
That's like, I'm right out there.
You know what this is, don't you? You know what that is?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a muskmelon.
Muskmelon.
Remember that? Right.
Elon Musk's own melon.
Yeah, his own melon. It even works. Yeah. And that was the very first melon we ever had.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was touching.
Wasn't it?
Very.
Thank you.
That is a toss-up for me between that and the Cosby farewell episode. You know.
So, if there's any way that you guys, any of you, would just like to wax poetic about some of the melons we've had and some of the incredible melon fun we've had, please feel free. Anyone?
Well, I'd like to start off by saying that.
Hang on.
I'd like to start off by saying that I've always disliked this segment. I never really. I'm not fond of melons. As a matter of fact, they make me sick. So whenever we did this melon bullshit, it always it stuck in my craw. Okay, the veritable craw, from whence come crawfish. So I don't want to wax.
Okay.
Very nice,
That's
Steve.
about all I have.
Thank you, Barry. Apparently, you've got something there.
Did Steve talk already?
He did. He did.
Oh, I was just so captivated by his background music.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, I'm going to do a little number here.
Oh.
That
actually playing in the same key.
That your grandparents might remember, called "Ode to a Melon."
Oh yeah, half a key. After the sound man.
Thanks, Rocky.
Oh, you got a whammy bar on yours.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. You might
Very
remember,
nice.
Barry.
You might remember that from Trout Mask Replica.
Surrounded by idiots.
Captain
Trout Mask Replica. Thank you. Thank you. I know, Alex, you were especially connected to them.
Oh yeah. I loved it. I love the melon game. I think I won twice, maybe once.
You did.
Definitely more than 0, but less than 3.
It's not a non-zero number.
But
it is
a
number actually.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't get enough of it. I mean, I'm kind of sad to see it go. I wish Steve would have said it earlier that he hated it so much.
Well, no, I'm a team player, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I am too, man.
I'll swallow it.
Hey, I'm not married to a melon.
Even if I think it's
I was, and then she was diagnosed as a melon, and I left, which I think anybody would. But yeah, no, I think that's a fun game.
There's just no rhyme to reason.
Yeah, sad to see it go. I know Snickers is going to be upset about.
Yeah.
How much would you pay for that melon? Because he was talking about it outside of the weeks, you know.
Yeah. Well, I think we reached the pinnacle in how much would you pay to not watch? How much would you pay for that melon? And or for short, it was HMWYPT.
Him whipped.
PTFTM.
That's much shorter.
Whoop the new whoop the poof.
Acronyms are the best way to go.
They are.
Totally.
They are. Acronyms are the melons of the language area.
That's good.
Nice one, Tom.
Compact.
I like that this acronym has its own acronym. I just call it HH.
Oh.
Yeah.
You shorten the acronym.
Yeah. Okay. And Danelle,
Tom. Sorry.
I'm sorry. What have you got?
No. I was going to ask if you had any.
No. Please. I was too moved by the video.
No, I'm good.
No.
I thought you were just skipping me, Alex.
Melons, can't live with them. Can't live without them. We're going to have to live without them, but tell us about how you've lived with them.
Oh, I thought it was like a great bonding experience. We all got to share our feelings about melons and brought us all together. I got to win twice. That was fun. I think I did win more than you guys, just saying. I know I didn't.
I think it's your humility that strikes me as like the
It's
thing
humility.
I like the most.
And Steve is so sad about the melons that he's trying to commit seppuku as we speak.
Epica with a melon, no less.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah,
that was great timing.
Yes, it was. It was. So tell us, how's your week shaping up?
Can't you tell?
Mine's looking to have about 7 days in it.
Oh,
right about now.
Okay. That's gonna be.
Don't lose a day.
I'm planning to get over the flu.
Oh, you got the flu?
I got the flu. So maybe 3 more days.
Oh my
gosh, sucks, man. I'm sorry.
How do you feel now, Barry?
Feel better soon.
Funny, you don't look fluish. No, I'm feeling pretty rotten.
Oh,
really? Oh yeah.
Well, believe me, my friend, you look
entire show.
My friend, you look no worse than you feel.
Yes.
I don't. Is that a what?
I've always liked half as much of you, half as much as you deserve. How about you, Alex?
Just nothing.
How's your flu?
My flu's fine. We're gonna start the fireplace up tonight. So
nice.
Okay.
So you're what part of Washington are you in?
Oregon.
I'm in Black Diamond, Washington.
Yeah.
Just outside of Maple Valley and Auburn.
I know somebody who actually knows that area. I mentioned it the other day. Oh, Black Diamond. Sure, I know that.
Is that the homestead?
I said you would.
Huh?
Is that the homestead?
Yeah, well, it's my friend's house, and I'm just staying on his property, and then I'm going to end up eventually getting my own place.
Homestead sounds fancier. You should have gone with that one.
Yeah. Well, I'm too honest.
I'm going to call you Dances with Wolves.
Yeah.
You gonna get yourself a nice piece of bottom land up there, or what?
Doesn't everybody need a nice piece of bottom land?
A nice piece of bottom. Maybe tonight, Steve. I don't know.
How about you, Steve? What's coming up? Other than
oh, my lunch. No, nothing. Just back to work tomorrow. Another week. Maybe I'll see Bennett.
See Bennett.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. Tell him hi from us.
Or beignet, as they say in Louisiana.
Beignet in New Orleans.
Yeah. Now, Danielle, what you got coming up?
I think I'm going to Comic-Con this weekend, but I can't figure out what I want to dress as, so got to figure that out between now and the weekend.
You should be a comic book character.
Which one is the problem?
Jeans and a top, and just go as the person who doesn't quite get it.
You're a girl.
I was going to be Poison Ivy, but I didn't like I put on today and I did not like the outfit, so I changed that.
Okay.
Why don't you go with somebody from the Dawn Patrol?
There you go.
Steve, do you have any suggestions? Should I dress like you from Dawn Patrol?
Well, if you have to dress like somebody, I think you would have to dress like Alex. Alex looks more like a raconteur than
or raccoon.
Raccoon tour.
Raccoon on tour.
Yeah, I do look like a raccoon.
I mean, that's a nice shirt that he's wearing.
It is.
Yes, it is a nice shirt.
Show it today, you see?
Look at that.
Can't be his then.
No,
all right, we gotta go, guys.
All right, guys.
Yeah, I had to go 10 minutes ago. Auf Wiedersehen, baby.
Auf Wiedersehen. Thank you very much, and all that stuff.
Houston, we have a problem.